Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And today we're going to talk about, is it time to buy? Is the dip going to keep dipping? What is going to be my strategy? What does history say? Will history repeat? And a whole bunch more. Of course, before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get the channel out to more people, and it does help support the channel. And if you're new to the show, smash that subscribe button and you will get my daily updates. So first and foremost, let's have a look at some historical data. What we can see to begin with is the worst 3 months on average for Bitcoin is September, followed closely in second place June, and then August buckle up. That means two of the worst 3 months in history for the crypto market, that's altcoins included, is the months that are coming up, August and September. Buckle up. And you can see here from the charts here, August and September are historically two of the worst months. Of course, June is also a month that is not great also there. So let's have a quick look at the Bitcoin markets. And what you can see here is the Bart-Simpson that I warned about, and the technical target to the downside has us down to about 109. However, we do have some strong support here currently at the 50 EMA on the daily, and that's currently at 113,000 pretty much on the button, and then down at 111,800 is the 50-day moving average. I would expect that 50-day moving average to be tested. I would be surprised if we just went up from here. We do also have the 9 crossing or about to cross over the 20 EMA on the daily. Usually when that happens, we see these sharp moves to the downside. Now, who could have predicted this? The Tribal Trades indicator, one indicator to rule them all, gave a little bit of a warning there. We did go sideways before capitulating to the downside. And a lot of the times, it's not just about losing the 9 EMA, it's when my line in the sand, because this has happened before, where you see a little bit of a bearish reversal, and we do see a little bit of downside. However, we do see this fair value gap, and that fair value gap has pretty much been filled. Technically, you could say you could go down to about 112, but that fair value gap has pretty much been filled. The CME gap has definitely been filled, but that fair value gap still has a little bit to go. Now, it may not be completely filled. Look where the fair value gap is, right on where the 50-day moving average is. So I wouldn't be surprised if we went to there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something like this where we whipped below the 50-day moving average and come down to test that 100-day moving average there, as we do see that rounded top Bart-Simpson pattern that is quite bearish. Now, of course, to keep the inverse head and shoulders on the weekly time frame in play, we must hold above this $110,000 level. That's going to be the line in the sand there. And if we lose that level and begin to drop, then that inverse head and shoulders pattern is done. We're still in play. A retest of that area would not be unusual. Would not be unusual to come back and retest that inverse head and shoulders breakout, because we didn't get a retest. It just took off, and then it could go and play out. But at the same time, it could come down and keep going down, because this could be a dip that keeps dipping, and we need to be prepared for that. If you look on the weekly time frame, again, the Tribal Trades indicator gave us the out perfectly there, and it has guided, especially on the weekly time frame. Look how accurate this has been to get out, to get back in again, to get out, to get back in again, and then to get out. And then we would be seeing if this 111,000 area holds. If it does not, then the 9 could come and cross below. And we see what happens there. We have a very deep retracement there. We went all the way from around 109,000 all the way down to 74,000. As long as we don't lose this 50-week moving average here, sitting currently at 90,000, that's going to be my line in the sand for this bull run. And speaking of that, I do get questions, do I think it's over? And if we lose this level here, we're going to drop pretty heavily. There's not a lot of volume here. We're going to drop pretty heavily, probably around 70-odd thousand would be fine support there. And then the bull run would be over there, and the 4-year cycle would still be intact. We just might not see as big a drawdown if we look at the percentage of what kind of a drawdown that would be if that was to happen. That would be a 42% drawdown. So I would expect that's where, if we were to capitulate from here, and I'm not saying that we will, that's where we would likely go down to. And even if we get to $145,000, which is possible, this is a likely landing spot for us around this area right here. So that's Bitcoin for you. It's called trading the trend, because the trend is your friend until the end, and then you create a new trend. It doesn't make sense to me to diamond hands hold from all the way 109 to 74. It makes sense to me to listen to my trading strategy that has worked for many years and get out before there is a capitulation or near the top, and get in near the bottom and save myself around $35,000 worth of downside pain. And then I can enjoy this huge move to the upside. And the same reason that I'm out of my Bitcoin play and out of my crypto plays, and I got out of them near the top. So I took some profits up here, and then I completely got out of the trade when we lost the 20 EMA, when we had a close below that around 116,000. And that has proven to be a fantastic decision. This just ends up to be a little bit of a fake out. Well, I can just get back in the trade about the same place that I got in. No harm, no foul, no big deal. We do get fake outs from time to time. But if it continues to the downside, then this has turned out to be a great move to have gotten out when I did. And that was the same with altcoin plays. I got out a little bit earlier on my altcoin plays, and I've kept everybody updated in the Discord in regards to that. And some of the plays that we have been doing is we make money to the downside. So the clear, easy strategy that I teach in the Discord is, number one, for when the market is going up, when the trend is up, when the trend is your friend, and you get in around June 23 and you ride it up until the trend finishes, because there's no point buying a dip that keeps dipping or holding onto a dip from the top that keeps dipping. That just doesn't make any sense to me, especially because you never know what's going to happen in global events and when this run could come to an end. Many people say it's not going to finish until 2025 or 2026. Well, great, but what if it's wrong? And so this way, I expect the best, but I also prepare for the worst. And so what happens here is we get in April, and then we get out up here around the end of May, and then we get back in around the 23rd of June, and then we get back out again just recently here near the end of July. The point of all this is what the strategy is that when we get a bullish reversal and the trend changes, we buy. And then when the trend shifts to bearish, we sell. I know it's not rocket science, but nobody should be losing money in this market. And then when the trend flips bullish again, we buy. And when the trend flips bearish again, we sell. We're making money on the way up and on the way down, because when the market goes bearish from here, we can short the market all the way down to the bottom. We can short the market here, and we're shorting the market here currently in the Tribal Trades Discord. And you can see here some of the plays that were given for Bitcoin. Their technical target of 110,000, we're on its way down to that. That play's already printing money. We had a SUI short from 352 down to 342. It came and hit that on the button. And then my Solana short, 169 down to 162. That played out perfectly. I gave that at 8 a.m. in the morning from over here at 169, and look how that played down and came all the way down to our technical target, 162, absolutely on the button. You can make money to the downside. Oh no, I don't know how to short. Great. We teach leverage classes. We did one yesterday. We have people in the Discord that are making money and they didn't know how to leverage a week or a month or 2 months ago, or 3 months ago, and now they are making money when the market goes down. The ideal scenario, folks, is that when we see these signals, we get out and then we're in cash, and we wait until we get a bullish reversal signal like the green dot, like the green arrow there, to get back in and deploy that cash. While we're waiting for there to be a reversal, we make money on the way down. And if you don't want to make money on the way down, you don't want to short, that's great. You can just be patient and wait until there is a bullish reversal. But we do not want to be buying a dip that keeps dipping. Very, very, very important. This guy asks all the time how to get the Tribal Trades indicator as a paid indicator. You get it as part of joining and paying and signing up for the Tribal Trades Discord. And how do you sign up for the Tribal Trades Discord? There is a link below in the description of this video. You might need to click the more button. It will pop out the top link in the description. You click on that and you can get on the wait list because the Discord is currently closed. It is a exclusive by design pro trading community. I do open it from time to time. It was open in June, and for the first week of July, I will be opening it up again this year. If you do want to get priority and high on the list, so when I do open it, you will get in sooner, then make sure that you get on the wait list. Also, by the way, if there is ever a time where somebody does not renew their subscription for whatever reason, I am moving people off the wait list into the Discord, and I was able to do that just over the last week. I was able to add a few people, and that was the case there. The higher up you are on the list, the bigger chance you get of even getting earlier access to Discord before I do open it again. I will let you all know when I will be opening up again, but make sure you get on the wait list, and then you can reserve your spot to get into the Tribal Trades Discord. Well, that's all we have time for today. Until the next episode, which will be stocks on Sunday, and we'll talk more in depth about the SPY and some of the stocks and some of the reverse ETFs that if we continue to see downside to the stock market as we have historically seen, that we can make money on the way down trading these reverse ETFs there. And of course, until I see you on the stocks on Sunday, or until I see you on the Discord, happy trading.